Folks, they say that what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. This is the spot on. It's my hope that you are doing well from your end. Now, I want us to discuss something very interesting, what I call why Raila Odinga's new strategy is giving William Ruto sleepless nights. Now, folks, for the past 3 weeks or so, the opposition has been pushing the government on some key issues that they feel that those unless those particular issues are addressed, then maybe they cannot take part in the 2027 general election. One of those main issues is the composition of IEBC. Because look at here, we are just 5 months, I think 5 to 6 months, down the since we went to the general election, and the opposition team are crying victim because they are saying that IEBC was bought or IEBC was corrupt, and being that the tenure, of that particular commission that conducted last year's general election is over, this time round, they have or they must be involved to ensure that they also take part in the composition of the new IEBC. Folks, before that particular demand is met, or before that particular demand has been met by the government, they are now coming up with a new or a fresh demand. They are saying that, you know what, we want IEBC to be decentralized. Take a look.
Tumesema tume ya uchaguzi mpaka ichaguliwe na sisi zote. Na tumesema sisi tumependekeza hatutaki tume moja ambayo inakaa Nairobi hapa kama hiyo ni. Nataka kila county iwe na tume ya uchaguzi. Nairobi yuko na yao, Kiambu wako na yao, Mombasa wako na yao, Washirigisi wako na yao, Machakos wako na yao, Kisumu wako na yao. Unaona? Wakihesabu kule matokeo inatumwa hapa na hapa, tunajumlisha tu. Tunajumlisha sawa sawa. Hiyo ni pendekezo tunataka kuweka mbele ya tume ambayo itateuliwa. Hatutaki hii maneno ichukuliwe na Ruto ati yeye anataka kuweka tume hapa peke yake.
In that clip, Raila is saying that we need to have 47 IEBC, offices. And these offices, they need to be decentralized. The way we have got the 47 governments, the way you have got 47 counties, that's the same way we need to have 47 IEBC offices or such kind of a thing. They are proposing that, for instance, in Mombasa County, in case election is conducted in Mombasa County, it's the responsibility of IEBC in that particular county to do, conduct the election and then transmit the final result to a central place, whereby these people, all these officials at the central place, their work is very simple, just to announce what has been announced in Mombasa or in different counties. So maybe you are asking yourself, maybe what has influenced them to come up with this particular demand or proposal? I think two things. Number one, the electoral body in Nigeria and that one of the USA. In Nigeria, for instance, Raila was in Nigeria the other day, when he went there in his capacity as the AU representative of the infrastructure the other day. So I think maybe in that process he interacted with the individuals, because remember, Nigeria also, they are preparing, I think, to go to the polls in the course of this month. Number two, they have said, I think it's USA, because we all know how their electoral system operates. So these are serious agenda that, or this particular demand, it's so fresh, and it's just a matter of time to see maybe whether maybe the Kenya Kwanza administration are going to give in or not. Now, before we look at the new strategy, if you are on this particular channel for the first time and you are maybe watching this video for the first time and you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly just take 2 seconds of your time and subscribe to the channel, because through your subscription, you are going to make the channel grow. The second thing that I want you to do for me is that you hit the like button, because if you like the video, you're going to make the video, to reach out to as many people as possible. Then the third thing that I want you to do for me is to turn on your notification bell. Why? Because the next time we post a video, YouTube is automatically going to notify you. Those who have subscribed, thank you so much for your support always. Now, to what I'm calling new strategy. Number one, of course, the first one, it's something which is common, but now the context that it's going to happen maybe is what needs to worry the Kenya Kwanza administration. The first one is demonstration. It's now obvious that Azimio are planning for countrywide demonstration. And you see, this was confirmed by Raila himself when he was addressing his supporters in Kibra. Take a look.
Azimio, kwa hivyo sisi hatuwezi kutishwa, tutakuwa na mikutano. Hata kama tunasema tunataka kufanya maandamano, tutafanya maandamano ya kiamani, sawa sawa, lakini bado mambo bado.
Now folks, the second reason as to why RUTO is having sleepless night, courtesy of Raila's new strategy, is the creation of the youth resistance movement. The other day in Kibra, he launched what he called the Movement of Defense for Democracy. I think so. MDD. Take a look.
Sasa niko hapa na timu nyingine ya vijana. Nataka nyinyi nyote mtaingia kwa hii jeshi. Sawa sawa? Nyinyi nyote mtaingia kwa hii jeshi. Sawa sawa? Sawa. Wacha vijana waje hapa mbele.
The question that needs to come to your mind is, why has Raila decided to incorporate youths in his quest to push for or to help him push for his agenda? 3 reasons. Number 1, youths are vibrant. Number 2, youths are energetic. And number 3, it's because from the look of things, Raila is lacking those political leaders that they were with, or that they were campaigning with, in the run-up to the August 2022 general election. For instance, maybe you are wondering where the likes of John Mbadi, where the likes of Junet Mohammed, where the likes of Ali Hassan Joho, just to mention but a few. So Raila is now creating a vibrant group, maybe, or so that that particular space can be filled. And remember that this particular youth, they have got something. They want to prove themselves to Raila that, you know what, you can always bank on us, as opposed to that particular team that was with him in the run-up to the general election. Folks, the reason, if you ask me, the reason as to why I think that maybe the president needs to or is worried about the creation of this youth resistance movement, is that if maybe you allow me to take you back the history line. In the year 1990, we had a youth wing called the Young Task. This particular youth wing was fighting for multi-partyism, or they wanted the country, they were pressurizing Moi by then to repeal Section 2A of the Constitution. Some of these youths or some of these individuals, some of them they were in parliament, others were not in parliament. The likes of George Anyona, the likes of Martin Shikuku, the likes of Raila Odinga, the likes of Anyang' Nyong'o, the likes of Koigi Wamwere, name them, actually fighting the Moi regime just to ensure that at least Kenya could have multi-party democracy. And actually by 1992, they won that particular battle. Another example is the YK92 youth group. YK, that was a youth group that was formed with the main purpose or with the main aim to ensure that Daniel Moi was re-elected into office in the year 1997. And actually, when they went to election, that particular youth wing delivered. So, if you ask me, this is something that to me has a lot of significance, and if it's well coordinated, I believe that it's just a matter of time, maybe before we see the results. And as a sign that maybe the president is maybe having sleepless nights, you heard from them the other day when they were saying that they'll now be having rallies, they'll now be engaging with the people, basically on Sundays after church, something that they used not to do before. Why do they want to do that? The reason as to why they want to do that is to counter the opposition, to ensure that if opposition maybe accuses them, or maybe if opposition they have maybe their rally somewhere, they get that they also get an opportunity maybe to respond to them, or maybe to water down maybe what they said or what they're trying to do. And they have actually said that this coming Sunday they'll be in Nakuru, I think so, maybe just to engage with the people. And they are doing that just courtesy because of what maybe the activities from the opposition. And another sign as to why, or another sign that William Ruto is having sleepless nights, is the fact that they are now arresting those individuals who are pro Azimio. Because the other day, there was this MCA, I can't recall exactly the word that the MCA is representing, but there is this MCA. What I know of is that he's from Nairobi County. So there's this particular MCA who was arrested and taken to court. But now, the judge was very clear. The judge, when he made his pronouncement, he said that, you know what, the charges that they are charging this particular individual for or with is unconstitutional. So it tells you that those particular charges were fabricated. Another very good example is Babu Wino. The other day, Babu Wino, it was all over the media, saying that he has got intelligence that the Kenya Kwanza administration are now coming after him, and he was saying that with a lot of fabricated cases, and maybe they want to take him to court. So those are some of the signs that the Kenya Kwanza administration are having sleepless nights. Why? Because they believe that when they arrest such kind of individual, maybe they can instill fear in the team, so that at least they cannot continue with their planned rallies. So if you ask me, we are expecting a lot of back and forth from the opposition and the government in the next or in the few months to come. We are expecting a lot of political activities, and as a result, we are expecting the political atmosphere to be even hotter. So thank you so much for watching, and I want to assure you that this is the best political channel. This is the best channel when it comes to matters politics. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Subscribe, because through that together we are going to make this channel grow.